Hi guys, Dahlia here, welcome to my channel. Last week I finally made a video for the character writing tag, the creator of whom is Coffee and Calligraphy on Tumblr. It was so much fun and thank you to whoever tagged me. Today I'm continuing on with my creating a character series, the topic being your character's strengths and weaknesses. Think of this section as your character's ability to handle life, situations, and themselves. Answering these questions may also show you potential warning signs for mental illnesses of your characters. Let's get into the video. Number 1. Weaknesses. Write down 5 general weaknesses that your character has. They may not even be aware of these. Weaknesses are important because a novel generally revolves around what your character cannot do. This presents problems that your character must overcome to complete their goal. A weakness is usually described as an inadequate or defective quality in a person's character. So some examples could include being shy, a pushover, the inability to write in their home language. They could be daft, or perhaps they just have bad time management. Now that you have the 5 weaknesses, how do these affect the overall plot? This is the point in time where I gain the most subplots from. It enables you to see the motives and journeys of your secondary characters. If your character is daft or shy, perhaps others can manipulate or use them easily. This may cause them unease or maybe go so far as to cause depression. Number 2. Strengths. Now come up with 5 strengths your character has. Generally these will overcome their weaknesses and allow them to pursue their goal. Unless you're writing a tragedy. If you are, then by all means stick predominantly to the weaknesses. If not, some strengths could include being well versed in Samuel Taylor Coleridge's poems, being good at public speaking, they might be observant, logical, or fiery. Either way, strengths are easier to come up with because we typically don't like to demonize our characters. Now that you have the strengths figured out, how do they affect the overall plot? In the downloadable worksheet of this series, the example that I gave is that the character can make other people uncomfortable with their temper. What I mean by this is that the character gets what they need by using their anger. This helps them to attain their goal. Now you might see this as a negative point, so I'll give another example. Perhaps your character is an altruist. The people that they've helped along the way may come together to aid them on their journey. By the way, if you wish to download this workbook, the link will be up above. Number 3. Admired personality traits. Unlike the topic in one of the first videos that I made of this series, this one actually pertains to your character's abilities and personality. Write down 5 things that your character likes about themselves other than their physical appearance. This section is one of the most helpful in getting to know your characters. Let your characters be as narcissistic and proud as they want to during this section. Some examples may be that they are good at resolving issues. They might be able to handle stress well. They might be helpful, good at singing, or perhaps they're just independent. If you wish to go one step further, ask yourself why they like this about themselves. Number 4. Intelligence. People mark intelligence in different ways. It is up to you to decide how you mark it. You could refer to your character's IQ, or maybe you just want to use a word. Some examples might be low IQ, daft, or genius. Now this section's always hard for me. Has anything been a defining factor for this? This question always gets my mind whirring as I think about all the possibilities. In my trilogy, the Acro Contessa, Alia, my main character, is highly intelligent. The reason why is because she's from one of the highest social classes. This meant that she had the best tutoring and was able to go to the best schools available. The same goes for 2 other major characters in my trilogy, Siren and Copernicus. So did something have a part to play within your character's intelligence? Number 5. Self-control. Characters will always have that one little guilty pleasure. It's human nature, but how often they indulge relies on their self-control. If they have low self-control, they might binge regularly. If they can restrain themselves, perhaps only sneak it every now and then. This may never be relevant within your novel, but it helps to write your character more honestly, and also you could get a subplot or 2 out of it. Semyon Arkady from the Acro Contessa generally has high self-control. However, through Ovaki, a day that his religious people celebrate, he's able to let loose in bloody and sadistic ways. It's a long-standing tradition to slay your enemies and offer the blood to the moon. This is just one way that self-control can affect your plot or your characters. However, has anything been a defining factor in your character's intelligence level? Semyon is directly affected by the religion that he follows, and therefore that is why he has high self-control. Number 6. Confidence. Your character's confidence level says a lot about them, but it also affects your plot. If a secondary character is shy, they may not speak up when the time is right, and your MC might end up putting their life at risk. So perhaps your character has low self-worth. Maybe they're boisterous, or maybe they're just comfortable with themselves. Either way, has there been any defining factors in this? Perhaps they're shy because they've been rejected one too many times. So that concludes part 9 of my Creating a Character series. Of each section I've covered in this series already, this one has been the most beneficial for me. These topics can seem mundane at first, and trust me, I had a lot of trouble answering these questions. But once you finish the character referencing, you create a more well-rounded character and someone that feels more real. It's weird, I sometimes find myself thinking about my characters before the time of the novel and what they went through and how they behaved, who their friends were, what experiences they had, and none of it is particularly relevant to the plot, but I know it all. This, for me, helps me to write them really honestly and as if they're a real person that I have known. If you have any questions or want me to cover a specific topic, please drop a comment below or find me on social media. The links will be down below in the description bar. For those of you who are interested, you can still read some of my unedited writing on my website. The link will be above and down below with the rest. Remember to like, share, comment and subscribe if you like this video and you want to see more. I post writerly videos on Thursdays, and next week I'll be discussing the importance of notebooks through the writing process. Thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you next Thursday. Bye!